Hello students, we are in last numerical of chapter 8 electromagnetic waves 8.15 it is. Several questions we are given. We'll be taking the question one by one. Very first is long distance radio broadcast use short wave bands. Why? Now radio waves have very large wavelengths. So what happens is there are two possibilities. One is when you use large wavelength, they follow Earth's curvature. So it is easier to send them from one tower to another tower. And if wavelength is slightly short, there is one more possibility that the waves emitted by one tower, they get reflected from ionosphere, and then they are received by another tower. So now this thing, the reflection from ionosphere is possible when the wavelength is very large, which is the case of radio wave. So for radio wave, it is possible that you transmit without any help of satellite. But look at the second question. It is necessary to use satellite for long distance TV transmission. Why? Because in TV transmission, we use high frequency, short wavelength, which cannot be reflected by ionosphere, and hence you will need to put here some kind of reflector, that is satellite. So satellites receive uh, the high frequency TV transmission waves and they reflect. So when ionosphere cannot be of any help, we use satellite to reflect the waves. Moving to third one, optical and radio telescopes are built on ground, but X-ray astronomy is possible only from satellites orbiting the Earth. Why? When we are receiving X-ray produced by some stars, a very distant star, we have to have our telescopes in space. We cannot use X-ray sensors on Earth because while passing through the atmosphere, X-rays are absorbed. So we don't receive any X-ray from any distant star on ground. So if we want to receive X-rays, we will have to go out of Earth's atmosphere, and that is why the telescopes which sense X-ray, which receive X-ray, they are kept in satellite, not on ground. Moving to fourth one, the small ozone layer on top of the stratosphere is crucial for human survival. Why? See, ozone is O3, and it is in upper part of Earth's atmosphere. What it does, it receives UV, it absorbs UV, and is broken. So UV is basically breaking ozone, O3. There is weak bonding between oxygen atoms, and that is how O3 is formed. And the bond energy is very similar to the energy of UV. So UV is absorbed by ozone, and the good part is, as UV is absorbed by ozone, it does not reach in significant intensity to ground. Otherwise, UV radiation is very dangerous if we are exposed to high intensity of UV. But luckily, ozone layer protects us. So, ozone layer is very crucial for all living beings. Next one. If the Earth did not have atmosphere, would its average surface temperature be higher or lower than what it is now? Earth is not having its own source of thermal energy. Earth is not producing any heat, and we need to maintain certain temperature to survive. So, if Earth is not having any source of temperature, Earth depends on sun and the energy coming from sun. But then, at night, if we don't have the energy trapped during day part, the energy which we have received during day part, then the night temperature will be extremely less. And who is doing this job? It is done by atmosphere. So if there is no atmosphere, the energy received from sun during daytime will not be conserved, it will not be trapped, and hence temperature will be very less, it will drop down to very low value. Next one, some scientists have predicted that a global nuclear war on earth would be followed by severe nuclear winter with devastating effect in on life on the earth. what might be the basis of this prediction? Nuclear winter means after nuclear war, the temperature of Earth would fall down to very low value, and then it will be difficult for all living beings to survive. Why that should happen? Because nuclear war, uh, there are two major consequences of nuclear war. First part is radiation, which is dangerous for a living being. Secondly, because of nuclear war, there will be clouds of smoke and dust which will occur, which will cover. Uh, it will not allow the sun's radiation to reach Earth, and hence we will not get energy from sun's radiation, and that is why we will not get enough warmth, and hence it is called nuclear winter. So that is all about 8.15. Thank you.